So, here we go on the fourth Castithan arena, the upper caste arena. So, everyone goes up a little bit ahead. I haven't figured out how merchant was ahead of soldier. You would have thought that would have been different, but I can kind of see how the upper caste would be above. So, gonna do things a little bit different. For the most part, everything's the same here as what I've done everywhere else, but I went and hit a box and I got a bio pulsar with reasonable rolls. You'll see it's blue, so once again we're not talking about some incredible gear I'm gonna go in here with. And let's go ahead and get this one started too.
They're commencing the operation. Let's roll.
Now this one's gonna be a little bit more than the other one. This one will have to score 20,000 points to get to gold. Once again, it's not that bad. Another first run finish as I've done with the others. And I'm going to say it again in case you didn't watch any of the other ones. We're going to make sure you're aware that I believe personally the bio primary is the way to go with these. You want to be able to break their bio or break their armor plates with bio. So
the Valane Liro are the most bitter class, an assemblage of the upper crust not quite good enough to rule, but given the right to abuse the lower. Show us you can be a vessel for the Thorn to throw their anger back at them.
man, I can tell you right now, I am very, very ready to be back on my normal higher ego character. Things just seem a little bit easier with him, so just because of the weapons, because you know you have everything and you know everything is, and this is why this one will be a little bit easier. You see right off the bat, you really can just, you can get a good modifier going with these guys. And I mean, I'm a little bit off at the moment because I did just swap weapons, and even though you would think they're the same, that VBI and a pulsar do not feel the same. So once you've used that VBI for a few seconds, it can throw you off. And I don't know, for some reason, even though it's not supposed to be that way, a VBI sometimes feels like it shoots a little bit better from the hip than a pulsar. But I'm going to do so much better with the pulsar just because this is my current ego. So I'm going to be doing, you know, the correct amount of damage. I was doing less damage using the other one. So, and you'll see, look, the score's already going up pretty well. Even just killing these guys, it works out really well with that times 10. Even though these guys don't give you a ton of points, the multiplier really is effective. That's why when you have a bunch of small enemies, you really want to get your modifier up. So, and yeah, I was trying to kill that guy, and then I was like, well, what if I held off? And then look at that. That was a mistake. I was like, you just messed up. I did it again. I ran out of ammo, and I didn't check for where my box was, and now I'm just, okay, was it up high? It's down low, and now I'm just running out of time. This is why I said it's a good thing to look on your map, note where your ammo box is before you even start, because that hurt me. I should have laid down a spike, but you know, my brain is just thinking about the boxes because whenever I first beat those, we did not have spikes. So it was a matter of, I hate that too. You don't know where your modifier just went. When they speak, your modifier disappears. But yeah, it's you know, good to remember that you can use your spikes. I just won't think about it because we used to not be able to have spikes. You had to run back to that ammo box. Honestly, I would love to have had for a secondary a blaster pistol. A pistol would have been really good there. But I didn't have one, so that's not the way this worked out. This character only had two pistols that really were not going to do what I needed them to do. So that was not an option. But something like a blaster, if you have a blaster pistol that has a decent amount of bullets in it, that would probably come in handy too. If I'd have had a higher ego detonator, that really would have helped. Man, do I hate those enemies right there. But I did not have a higher ego one, so there was really just not a lot I could do. I had a ground pounder and I had a big boomer, and neither one of those They were under half of what my current ego was, and I was like, there's just no way. Those two are going to be so highly ineffective. I had already tried to boomer otherwise, and it was like that boomer just, it just doesn't do enough damage to do any good, and that kind of stinks. And if that ground pounder wasn't, you know, almost 700 ego below me, then maybe I could have tried to use it, because a ground pounder can come in handy. Especially against these guys right here, because these guys are just tearing me up. And I don't know, I mean, it just, that burst damage you get from those detonators, especially ground pounders, really seems to help. Especially against the helibots, it really, really would have come in handy. And it was really funny playing through some of this, and you just don't realize it when I kept seeing the, oh look, you've just killed this character, you've just killed this type of character. I was like, really? I haven't even done that with this character yet? You'd think you'd done certain things, and you just don't always remember everything you've done with a character. So, and I guess a lot of it I just hadn't done yet, you know. So it's kind of funny to see all that popping up sometimes. And I don't know why I just kept with him. That's why I just quit right there. I was like, okay, I'm not going to go down for an enemy. I'm not even going to be able to kill before the round is over. And you see, I'm 9384, and I am almost halfway there. Not too bad for the 4th arena. I mean, like I said, if you have better weapons, you can do better. I assure you, you can do better. Because the lack of a really, really good secondary weapon is what's holding me back in a lot of this. So all my score and everything is coming from my primary weapon, which is why I pushed what I've pushed with the primary weapon, the nano and everything for it. So, because it just seems to do well. And technically, I don't know. There's some things you can do, but when you, I mean, like this, you can get this guy low. This is what I'm going to do here. Get him kind of low. Then you go looking for other enemies to kill that you think, you know, might be a little bit easier. Of course, with them glitching around a little bit, that makes things a little bit harder. And then you find out that that's just not going to work because the enemy you were trying to save, and look at, yeah, see, I just, you see the scrapper thing popping up. Hey, look, you've killed. See, right there, you killed Omnivolt. So it's like, okay, I hadn't done that yet. But the enemy I was trying to save almost killed me. So that was definitely a very bad idea to try to save him. And, yeah, so that's why I decided that one there. We're not even going to attempt to save him. And I didn't even see that crowd. He was crouched down and almost invisible there. So yeah, this did concern me because I didn't think I was scoring. For the score I had last round, look at this. I put up 1,600 points and I ran out of bullets. That's when you start going, oh crap. And you got to realize sometimes the rounds just don't have the enemies that are going to pay you the points. You just don't panic. You do the best you can on those rounds and you just survive to the next round. So, because it's just, I mean, with the enemies with the shields, omnivolts that take forever to kill, you just don't panic with them. Just remember, okay, this is a round where I'm going to get a little bit of points, 2,000 or so points, maybe, if I'm lucky, and I'll go on to the next round and see what I can do there. It's just waiting for that correct round that will pay you. Like the first round actually is a pretty good round to make pretty good score on this one, and if it wasn't obvious, that one was not that great of a round right there for scoring points. So you just wait, and that's what we'll do. We're gonna see. That's what I'm doing. Sometimes when you're like, wait, where are the enemies? Look at this. Look at this. This is the round you're waiting for. But the thing is this is where I say if I had my Stingray from my higher character, it would definitely be in use because I could just kill so many of these enemies with that, where using an SMG is a bad idea. So the best thing to really do is, if you have a chance, swap over to, say, a detonator if you don't have that BMG. Because the BMGs I have, and you see I'm looking now, there's got to be something better. And that's going to be the good choice right there. It's one of the better choices I'll make with that. Because, number one, it slows those little buggers down because they do a ton of damage on you. And it does kill them eventually. It's just that mine is like unmodded, very slow to reload, one bullet in it. If it had multiple rounds, I could have just made a ton of score here. And there's a good chance if this is your main character and you have something like this, you will have it modded. You'll have more than one bullet in the chamber, so you'd be able to do a lot better damage than one bullet at a time, because one bullet really isn't going to kill much in a corruptor, because it's not meant to. It's meant more to lay bio down than it is to kill. So, but you'll see in a minute. That's one of the things that really helps too. Comes in handy is the grenade damage after a kill. Those type of rolls, if you're not sure how well you're doing right then, you know, because you don't see anything, but eventually I will get on a very good roll with it, and you will just see it consistently just pop up, pop up, pop up with the grenade damage, meaning that enemies were dying as I was using the corruptor, and that's always a lovely thing. That always comes in handy. And because right here, look at this. These guys do an amazing amount of damage for
6, 5, 4.
what they are. That little spark damage they do to you is absolutely ridiculous. So, and as you can see right here, sticking around. Once again, enemies during intermission. You're like, really? Not even a break. Not even my 10 seconds of break so I can get ammo and everything. It's always just wonderful. So, yeah, I'm still not happy with the corruptor in the end. That one bullet just absolutely just kills me. It's where you wish you had your modded stuff out. And I have gold. So really and truly, I can be, once again, try to be anyways, a little cautious. Maybe not get caught on fire. And, you know, not die. So, but it may be a different route I'm thinking about, where the corruptor really, really comes in handy. If I'd have used it more right then, it would have come in handy. It's just that such a massive delay, and we're not even going to mess with that forge, because that forge does enough damage. It could just make things not fun for us. So we're trying to kind of stay out of as much trouble as we can. We have our gold. We don't want to die. And down in the bottom can be a good place, and this will be a spot for that corruptor. This will help get those points up right here. So I was wrong again. It wasn't 20,000. I just keep forgetting the scores on these. It wasn't 20,000 for gold, but I think it might have been right around 10. But see, look at it. You see they're having a hard time catching up with me. See the grenade boost, grenade boost, grenade boost, because it is at least killing these little guys. And a whole bunch of grenade boosts right there, because I don't think there is a cooldown on grenade boosts, so that really comes in handy. Put it here, run away a little bit, detonate it right when they get there, and it works. And my detonator's ranked up. Isn't that nice? And yeah, see what I'm saying? It's just hard. You see it and you're like, man, it's just the golden skitterling, and you know that you want to kill him, but I have to look at it differently. I know I still have self-revive left and everything, but I'm looking at it right now as in there's 10 seconds left. I've got gold. I'm not going to push it. We're just going to finish this, take our gold, smile, and be happy, and have no idea what happened there. So there we go. Another gold. I will catch you guys later.